What's up, what's up, what's up? So, this is to my possessees who have understood already that I've comprehended how to carry this astral projection energy. You know? So I'm right here, I'm just walking, and I'm noticing something, There's like a very big difference between the person who is here present and the person who is here conscious. Like right now, this is being present. Present is self-aware and aware of, I suppose better said, is just standing on your awareness. That's what being present is. Standing on your awareness. It's instinctive. It's like concurrent with some part of impulse. So here we are, just being present. Now, every video I've made, I've been fighting with conscience. I've been making it through conscience. There's a difference between living in the present and living in a conscience that is transcending its natural moment by existing in a plane where it can look forward in time or even backward in time. So essentially, I'm here present, and I understand that the conscious mind has attempted to basically take over being present through consciousness. Think about it. I'm present right now. And if anybody's dealing with anything in the plane of the mind, that's your psychic plane. That's your electromagnetic plane. That's the plane where you're picking up on stuff that you don't even realize you're picking up on because you're just a natural embedded thing with that capacity. Let's just say in the sense of that, So I'm here, I'm present. And look at everything that comes out of my mouth is something conscious. Because words essentially are like consciousness, So here I am present. And the extra conscious impulse side of oneself that we usually attribute to being the side of ourselves that we might particularly draw in a manner where it seems more as a force, and thus in a perception where it's in either one direction of opposition or in a different direction, always in a state of opposition, thus correlating its potential aspect and essentially up to the mind to figure out how to drive such energy. But intentions are always going to be there, and intentions don't imply what intention usually tends to signal, because that's another aspect that you then have to bring yourself into the measure of. But like I said, that's all conscience. Here we are present. Think about it. What did I need to understand about consciousness other than essentially it's the side of oneself that works with another side to work out this dynamic of balance through, well, I suppose with this existence pretty much. Everything's basically an attempt to reach into an invisible plane where things don't need words nor definition, and it's attempting to define something that's undefinable. Here we are, present, And if I need anything to be present with me, what is it? Probably my realization of flowing water, probably my realization of fire for heat, probably my realization of air so I could breathe, and probably my realization of dirt because it's the very ground that I walk on. That's what I need to realize for presence. That's where the so-called sweet spot is. So if those four aspects are basically frequencies that I exist with, all I'm looking to is to reconnect with myself, right? That's why I chase after something that might satisfy my thirst, something that might provide me some warmth, something that might provide me a way to progress, you know. So land to walk on, let's just say, for instance. And well, yeah. And the very breath we take, So presence. And you see how the conscious mind wanted to drift away into having to propose to the self like there's something that needs to be thought of. At least in my experience right now, I still see my conscience friend attempting to try to, grab a hold of my mind again from being present to being conscious. It's like basically, presence rules all, right? Because if you're present, you're here. So there's this factor of myself that I see in that way, that I always know what's going on with me because I'm here, I'm present, But the conscience attempts to basically put a mask on your present, And essentially, instead of seeing what is actually here we are drifting away into this state of conversation and endless self analysis. And this is the sane world. This is what we call sanity, And then when we have it acting the way we wanted, behaving the way we wanted, and doing it on our time, then it becomes, that aspect of ourselves that we're constantly in regard to perceiving, Because, who wouldn't want to be a step ahead, So, being present, eh? All right, thanks for your guys' time, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I look forward to being present with you guys in your moment next time, eh? Have a good day.